Well, Willburd, this is now hopeless. I can't not believe my robot's been destroyed after I came back here ever since 6 a.m. in the morning. And I gave those 4 gentlemen some millions of dollars ever since I gave them a one last chance to finish their night shift. But follow up if I should have known. They actually survived the final night. Like how did they even actually survived? Were they very lucky all night? Or did they even cause a lot of trouble during their final night shift? Perhaps it must be both. That explains when they actually survived before 6 a.m. in the morning. Did they really stupidly think that I assuming the robots did something very clumsy or purposely? Did InkBlu, Grink, and Octo slip or trip from the water? Did Inkiro been covered by the orange liquid from somewhere else? And lastly, did Golden InkBlu just stab himself with that knife on purpose?
No, they didn't. Those 4 smart idiotic gentlemen just destroyed my robots by using something that is too dangerous like water, including sharp objects that they threw a knife and it aimed through Golden InkBlu's heart. I should have tried to trusted them after I came here for the confusion, but no. They said they gonna report me to the police and let them take me away forever, and they'll shut down my company permanently forever too.
But it doesn't matter. I'm very lucky that I'm not going to prison, but not that much lucky. The robots I created was ruined by those 4 smart idiotic gentlemen. But if I ever see them again, will they ever see me again?
I will never, ever, talk to them again, permanent for the rest of my life.
My apology, InkBlu. Was that too heartless for you and your friends? Didn't mean to be so angry in front of you. I was very upset. Please accept my apology, friend. You're my only hope in my company, friend. Good afternoon. What are you doing here? Are you a trespasser? Or a cop? Perhaps I would say, you must be a cop. But if I know any better I would say why are you here for? Do you have a warrant? Did you got called by somebody else that you never seen them before? Yet it doesn't matter. Please don't arrest me. Don't turn me in. I have my lovely wife that is still living, and I had 2 younger kids, and a 1 older boy ever since they passed away. So please, don't take me away and putting me in the slammer forever. I'm begging you a pardon. I'm just the innocent, delightful, kind businessman officer.
Oh, are you trying not to believe that who I am? No, I don't think so. It's just me, Willie.
Wait a second, I knew that voice.
But speaking of your plan, did the witnesses die yet? Because the person who works here died in the first place, right before we hide the body down here, so did they die yet, Willburd?
Well, actually, honey, the answer is well, because, honey, take a good look at them.
Oh my goodness, Willburd, what happened to them?
Well, it's not what it looks like, honey. I recently didn't give them a waterproof before I start hiring people. Including 5 days ago when I introduced the 4 gentlemen ever since I met them and hiring them in the first place. And the most importantly, Golden InkBlu got stabbed through by the knife after they threw it. But at least he's not wet or splashed, am I right? Well, okay, but there's one last problem. Inkiro been covered by the orange liquid. I don't know where she covered from, but I doubtfully know that's orange vomit. I sniffed it after I cleaned her off, that's all.
Willburd Antwon, except Golden InkBlu, calls you said that he got stabbed by the knife after they threw it at him. But this is all your fault.
My goodness, honey, I've never seen you yelling at me before, yet it doesn't matter. But you're right, it is my fault, not we say. But let's just settle to fix the problem, shall we? As together, honey. 'Cause you and I used to be partners when we were much younger in elementary school. Of course not, my dear. I will not screw this up for you, cause I'm making you proud until you stop being upset with me. Ever since the first Pizzapocalypse was ruined by the four gentlemen.
You bet they did. I wasn't supposed to be upset with you. I'm supposed to be upset with them, cause they ruined everything you say, right?
It's alright, darling. Being mischievous is more fun than murdering people, honey. Alrighty then, now that we're dealing with our problems today, it's time that we making requests with outfits and textures for the new robots. Thanks so, sweetheart, cause I was thinking we should put makeup on their faces so they can be much prettier until the kids would be more happy, like eyelashes, freckles. And then their cheeks will be blush. That's correct, honey. Some of their new eyes would be beautiful, until their new eyes could change itself to be horrifying after we put kill mode in it. Right. Very splendidly. But before we make it, let's build the new and improve InkBlu and his friends. Also, I'm thinking we need extra performers. Just be patient after we finish create the new Splat crew, my dear.
Obviously, sure, it's none of your business, okay?
Why shouldn't we, sir? We're only listening to your conversation for a couple minutes. My wife and I are just about to stroll in from the park after you and your kind friends start chatting. Is it money, we presume? Cause you're saying that you and your kind friends don't have enough money for buying something that is really expensively cheap, right?
You heard him. But don't be a fret. We're not here to mock you. We're here to...
Well then.
In that case.
Are you trying to think a job of Domino's, Papa John's, Pizza Hut, or some other places that serves pizza, without any performers they had? No, we don't think so. You can ask me, Willburd Antwon.
Or you could ask me, Cassie Antwon.
We'll be honored if you work with us instead, cause you can work at InkBlu's Pizzapocalypse. Come along and be a part of their teams if you want to survive. Especially Monitor Guy, InkBlu and his crew, also known as Green and Kira and Red Enemy, are the greatest performers ever. They'll have so much fun with you and you're gonna love it, alright?
And you're also gonna meet the secondary performers. There's two of them. Balloon Fresh Fish, he gives balloons to the kids, and Agent Net, she'll come out from her music box and do the fighting skills action to the kids. And then lastly, we have mini Splat crew action figures. They do their quotes and they have many weapons to shoot at you, but the paint shooting is actually a toy like it's mini balls. But don't be scared for sudden, they don't bite. But trust us, we promise they don't bite you on violently purpose. But sometimes they would, right?
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, now that you folks agreed on InkBlu's Pizzapocalypse, you folks you'll get paid a lot, on 5 conditions. This week you'll work at 1 through 5 nights. But once you finish by completing your night shifts, you'll earn the huge raise.
You folks better be, cause otherwise the first Pizzapocalypse was shut down long time ago. But we trust you folks.
Yeah, but don't try to ask us why our first creation been shut down permanently. We're just letting it go. No questions for us. Seriously, what just happened at the game area? Where's Balloon Fresh Fish? He is supposed to be back to his own spot before 6 AM. Habitually he always gets his system operated during midnight to harm the victims before their shifts are done. No, who am I kidding? I certainly will not let them finish their shifts for this week at midnight persistently. The only thing I want is for them to be dead forever, so they won't be the witnesses before me and my wife get turned in by the cops. And then we'll be in prison for a very long time. I will not let this new company down, and I will not... What are you gawking at? Seriously, I don't understand why the whole place is still clean without any blood and the missing limbs. Did they hide the stuff from me before I arrived? I reckon they did.
Fresh fish, what are you doing in the supply closet? Did the burglars break in this morning to steal the head masks like yours from us after they knocked you out before I came back to review in this place?
Wait a minute, why aren't you awake? Wait a second, I know that demonic voice. Of course I'm surprised. What else do you think I feel? I didn't expect that you inkling bots ghostly appeared right behind me suddenly. Polite before I found Balloon Fresh Fish's mask on the floor randomly in the middle of the hall when I was heading straight to that office for reviewing. Lastly, didn't you realize they stole the head masks that are the same as Balloon Fresh Fish from us before I arrived to review this place? It truly happened this morning after the night guards left. Did you see the whole thing? God damn it. Why does my new scheme never work by letting the old robots and the new robots including the special robots try to kill the victims for me and my wife until we have our new vengeance? Those fools are starting to make this new company lose by surviving at midnight. Just like the first victims who survived for 1 through 5 nights since the first company was shut down a long time ago. But you know what? I can't let the new victims defeat me, my wife, the robots, and the new company we built. If they want to get paid until they fight the robots in the survival at midnight so aggressively, then I guess there will be no huge cash for them. Oh, sorry Balloon Fresh Fish, am I being too selfishly stingy for suddenly? Yet I may be a fraud, but this is my life and my creation of InkBlu's Pizzapoil.